Hi, my name is James Scott with Board on the Bayou. In this episode, I'm going to be reviewing the game Terra by Bezier Games, designed by Friedman Friess, published in 2014, 2 to 6 players, 45 to 60 minutes, ages 10 and up. This is a different little game. This is a trivia game. Now, please don't stop the video. Hold on, just wait. It is a trivia game, but it is a bit different. Let's go down the table and I'll explain myself. This is Terra, a party game where being close counts. Everything comes in the box with has a nice little vacuum formed where everything fits in. Comes with a extra pack of cards. The regular question cards. A bunch of cubes. Rule book, a two-sided board. You have the imperial side and then you have the metric side. And pretty much the basics of the game is everybody, so we're doing 3 players, everybody starts at 1 and you'll ask, and this is a small spoiler, but this is the card that's in the rule book, so it won't, I'll use this as an example. All the questions in here will be a 3-parter. They'll ask, like the Pyramid of Giza. It's one area, year completed, and the height of the Great Pyramid of Giza. And what you do, starting with the first player, is he can try to answer one of those by either placing on the map for the area. Then in the questions, they'll have, like this one here, for completed year is in green. So he can put it along the green track where when he thinks it was completed. So they say he thinks it's completed between 5 and 1,000. Or the height is in blue, so that goes along. That one goes along here. And so he thinks it's around 500 feet tall. And then the next player goes, and what you do is he picks one that he wants to answer. And so he goes, well, I know it's in Eastern Sahara. And the next person guesses, well, I think it was built around that time. Now, here's where the unique part of this game is the fact that everybody goes, yeah, it's in the Eastern Sahara. This location, when we go to score, this location, if it's correct, will get 7. Being close, all the locations around it are worth 3 points. So if you're pretty sure it is it, you can put one here. You can't put another cube there, but you could put one next to it. And the Mediterranean is next to it. And let's say you go back around. He puts one here. Yellow, he goes, it's got to be way back here. Red goes, I'm still not too sure on here. I'm doing these out of order. I'm just kind of putting a handful of them out there to show the scoring. And then once you pass, you're done, and then the players go around. Reason why is every cube that doesn't score, you're going to lose. But you always have at least 3. So after everybody's passed, then you slide the card up, and it'll say Eastern Sahara. And it'll have a little map showing it in case you're having a hard time finding it. And then so that person in that location will get 7. And anywhere around it are worth 3 as long as they're touching it. So 3 and 7 and 10 on this for yellow. And you just move his point cube up. And then red was close, so he gets 3. And white was also close, so he gets 3. And then you go down to the year. And it's the same thing. Whoever had in between the lines of the right, like this was 2560 BC, he would get 7. These would be incorrect, so they lose their cubes. These go off to the side. And then the height, he was right, so he gets 7. And red was close, so he went up to 6. And so he'd get those back, and then this one was not even close. He loses that one. So on the next round, you can see white's going to have 4 cubes to guess with, yellow's going to have 4, and red's will only have 3. And that's always, like I said, the minimum you can go down to is 3. And then once you're done with the question, you just take that one and you just slide it to the back. And that way, you know, and when you come back around, you just flip it back the other way. And now there's some of them that have a red border around it. These means they're hard questions. So you may want to skip those. And like in this one here, for example, has 4 areas, is blue for the maximum, and then the red number, which is this big large number, the number of varieties. Some cards also will have, in this corner, they'll give you a hint of what area it is. So they're saying in this one, the area is going to be in somewhat here to try to make it a little bit easier. All right, well that's how you play basics, how to play Terra. Like I said, it's a trivia game, but it's you don't have to be hardcore trivia. That's probably the funnest part. It's a hard game to get to the board because, like most board gamers, as soon as everybody hears trivia, they roll their eyes and reaching for something else. The fact that you can actually be close, and that one person can put it in a location. Let's say, like for instance, once he put down in Egypt, you're like, oh yeah. Well, you can put all the way around it and you still score points. Maybe not as much. Now, we've actually had some games where the people have scored more points being close than the person that actually was on the location because they hurried up and put all the way around it. I guess that could be a good and a bad thing, because you are kind of riding other people's coattails, but they also had to be right in the first place. I like the fact of having a trivia game where you're almost all working together, somewhat of a team, going, oh, where those, tomatoes, where were those at? Oh man, I think I saw a show where they came from here. No, that's where they grow now. But and then I'll be honest with you, a lot of these questions, once you pull the answers out, you'd swear up, down, left, and right. You'll end up having to Google half these questions because you won't believe the answers. And they're not tricky. It's just what you thought is so completely off. And a lot of them aren't really oddball questions. They're questions that you think you should already know and you thought you knew. So that's the part I really enjoyed about it. I give it about a 7.5, 8. Like I said, the hardest part about this is getting it to the table, because as soon as people hear trivia, let's play this. Let's grab anything, but not trivia. Once you play it a few times, it's really fun. One of the things I suggest if you play it is just keep yourself from inadvertently seeing the answers. I grabbed a few cards out of here and put a few of them in here just to make this a little snugger, so when you're looking at them, you're not accidentally seeing down in there, because sometimes it puts some of the questions right up top. Cards are really nice. There's 150 of them in here, so 300 questions. I guess technically 900, because each one has 3 different parts. These red ones, beware of these red ones. These expert ones, they can get really hard. I mean, the origins of women's lacrosse, good luck on that one. The rule book is pretty nice. It's simple. Best thing about this game, I think, is house ruling it. This game can turn into a 15-20 minute game and go, we're going to play to 50 points. We're going to play to 100 points, 120 points. We're going to play 3 questions. You can play however you want it. The cubes, as you lose, you can go, well, you just have 3 cubes, or you know, you always have 5. You can house rule this so much. Other than that, real well done. So, I mean, it's questions and cubes, so not a whole lot you can do on it. But I think it's a real overlooked game, just for the fact, as soon as everybody sees that trivia, they freak out. But for a family and a lot of older people, it's a great game, especially when you get in those questions that you thought you knew, and you're going to be sorely disappointed on a handful of them. This is James Scott with Board on the Bayou. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe below. Thank you.